everyone, welcome to today's edition of This Is What Happened, but you missed it because you weren't here. So today I would like to review the movie Bridesmaids because I saw it today with my friends and it was awesome. Okay, so Bridesmaids. It's rated R, so keep that in mind. It was directed by Paul Feig and produced by Judd Apatow. And it starred Kristen Wiig, who's basically the star of SNL right now. Like, when I think of SNL today, I think Kristen Wiig. Or at least, she plays all the characters that I like from SNL. So, yeah. She was the maid of honor to her childhood friend, Maya Rudolph's wedding. And, of course, Maya Rudolph is also an SNL alum. And she played the bride, like I said. And I really liked the dynamic between Kristen Wiig and Maya Rudolph. I thought it was fun. You could definitely tell, like, that they've been friends for their whole lives, and I thought that was really well developed throughout the movie. So the other bridesmaids for this wedding were Rose Byrne, who was, like, the rich bitch. And she was always in competition with Kristen Wiig. That was one of the main storylines in the movie. They were always competing to be, like, the best bridesmaid, and Rose Byrne's character always seemed like the better fit for maid of honor because she was so good at organizing things, she was so wealthy, and Kristen Wiig, her life is a mess right now, but we'll get to that. And when I'm using the actors' names because I am so into that kind of thing that it's hard for me to remember all the characters' names, so I'm just going to go with the actors' names. But anyway, the other bridesmaids were Wendy McLendon Covey. I never know how to say her name. She's from Reno 911. Hilarious. I love her. Ellie Kemper from The Office, Erin. And Melissa McCarthy, who I wasn't really familiar with before this movie, but she's been on Gilmore Girls, and she has her own show, Mike and Molly. She, to me, just, like, stole every scene that she was in. She was hilarious, and I think she really did a good job portraying her character because it was, like, I felt like I knew her. It was really cool. I really like what she did with the character. She was the groom's, I'm sorry, I'm really out of it. She was the groom's sister, and she was kind of, like, a little butch, but at the same time, she's got the string of pearls on. It was just, she was a very funny character. A lot of people are saying that this movie was kind of like The Hangover for girls, and if we were going with that, I would say that Melissa McCarthy was kind of like the Zach Galifianakis of this movie. So I thought she really did a good job. So yeah, Kristen Wiig's character, her life is in shambles right now. She had to close down her bakery, and she's, like, working at this jewelry store. She gets fired from her job. She's taking on this role of being the maid of honor for her friend's wedding, which is a lot of work, and she's just a mess. She's going out with this jerk, John Hamm. They're not really together, and he really also did a great job portraying his character. I feel like everyone really, like, stepped up their game in this movie. So he was supposed to be, like, the charming jerk, basically, and he did a really good job doing that. But then she meets this guy. He's a cop, and he's played by Chris O'Dowd, and he's kind of like, you feel like they're crushing on each other, but you don't know what's going to happen. I'm not going to give it away, but I kind of like that they had that storyline on the side because it just added another element of her life in the movie, which I thought really moved her character forward, so that was cool. And there was just so much craziness in this movie going on. It takes you through the planning and all the events that lead up to a wedding, so that was nice. And it's a 2-hour-long movie, so don't go in there thinking, oh, it's like an hour and a half, blah, 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 comedy. It's not. It's 2 hours. There's a lot of stuff packed into that 2 hours, so it's not like it's a long, boring thing. Like, I felt like it kept moving along pretty quickly. A little advice, don't let the first scene scare you away. It's pretty out there, pretty risque, but once you get past that first scene, you're going to be alright. And there's a lot of funny lines and situations, so it's a laugh a mile or laugh a minute, whatever. And some scenes to look out for. The engagement party. I was talking about the whole rivalry between Kristen Wiig and Rose Byrne's characters. So you really see that play out in the scene as they're giving dueling speeches at the engagement party. And my favorite scene of all is the airplane scene when they're on their way to Vegas for the bachelorette party. Kristen Wiig just tears this up. It's brilliantly written, brilliantly portrayed. It's great. I would say go with your friends because, like I said, it's rated R. There's some risque humor in there. There's some foul language. I saw, like, a mother with her young daughter in there, like, tween daughter. I didn't think that was appropriate, but whatever. Don't bring grandma. Just go with your friends. Go with your girlfriends. It's a lot of fun. And there was also a little ode to the Brady Bunch. I don't know how many people caught it, but at one point Kristen Wiig is talking about her fake boyfriend, whose name she says is George Glass. And I don't know, maybe I was the only one that got it because I was cracking up like a fool and no one else seemed to get it. But yeah, I really appreciated that because we always joke about that, George Gunther Glass. But anyway, I want to know what you guys thought if you saw this movie. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you love it? And let me know what your favorite or least favorite scenes were. And that's it for this time. And until next time, much love.